New York City hits a hurdle on the road to reopening schools. The teachers union is now demanding COVID testing for everyone who enters a school building before in-person classes can resume. And they're threatening legal action if the demand isn't met. CBS 2's political reporter Marcia Kramer has the story.
UFT President Michael Mulgrew gave Mayor de Blasio and Schools Chancellor Richard Carranza an ultimatum. Test every student, teacher, principal, and staff member who enters a school building, or we go to court.
This city went through hell and came back, and we are not going back to hell because of short-sighted political agendas.
And to show his determination to go toe-to-toe with the mayor, Mulgrew had a press conference with public officials, community activists, parents, and 3 doctors who talked about the need for testing as a baseline to prevent the spread of COVID-19.
We've seen recently that a rush without a plan, whether it's the University of North Carolina, whether it's Notre Dame, whether it's schools in Indiana that opened and closed the same day, or schools in Georgia, where school children returned to school. There were rates of disease because no one was tested before they went in, and the schools were closed that day.
The UFT wants everyone to get an antibody test or a COVID test 10 days before school opens.
If you open schools on September 10th, it might be one of the biggest debacles in the history of the city.
There are still very many unanswered questions about how this virus impacts young people. And so we cannot turn our schools into biological research facilities.
The mayor and schools chancellor were unmoved by the union's actions. They toured a Brooklyn school to observe the school's PPE and social distancing programs.
I work for the parents and the students of New York City. I work for the families, I work for the kids. My obligation is to hear their voices. They need school to be open.
The teachers union president wants Mayor de Blasio to know that he's deadly serious about a job action or a teacher strike. He says he's even willing to go to jail to protect the health and safety of students, teachers, and everybody else that goes into a school building. Outside Stuyvesant High School in Lower Manhattan, I'm Marcia Kramer, CBS 2 News.